Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this new video. Today I'm going to check out with you together the Cluster Algorithm Indicator. It's a very quite an interesting indicator that you should know about it. You can actually use it in your advantage as a primary indicator for entry signals or exit signals. Or you can use it as a secondary, some kind of confirmation indicator if you're not sure about the trend, which you, I don't know, consider as a real trend. So yeah, let's not waste any time here and let's go right into it. Okay, I'm here on TradingView. I have my charts here open. By the way, primarily use only Forex financial tools. You can also use it for other instruments like stocks or bonds or ETF or whatever you prefer to trade. So yeah, it doesn't matter where you use it. Let's go to the indicators. Just click here above. And then you go type in cluster. Oh, actually it was already there. So actually you have to type in only cluster. Then you have here like two options. There is a cluster algorithm 2 and the cluster algorithm 1. You can activate both. I hope you can. Yeah, perfect. The window is not closing. Now you can close it. I'm gonna briefly explain you how it works. Now, we are here on the 15-minute chart, and you can also change the time frame and go to upper, for instance, on the 1 hour. It's also possible. You can see 4 components. Let's just quickly close one of them. Let me quickly click here. We're gonna just check out the cluster algorithm 1 because it's easier to understand. You can see here 2 lines, those bubbles here and here, 1, 2, 3, 4, let's say 5 bubble clusterings, and they work as follows. Now, let's see, we have here, for instance, a trend that shows an upwards trend, and we can see here 2 interesting entry points that this cluster algorithm is showing us. It's telling us that we have to go long here. So let's say we went here somewhere long, we would be then able to catch in 3 days 64 pips, which is very good. Or for instance here, we had here the possibility to gain within of 13 hours 110 pips, which is also pretty good. Or here recently we had also a signal for a long entry signal, 52 pips in 6 hours. By the way, we with the British pound against the Japanese yen. And of course, we have also selling signals. Here, for instance, we have a downtrend, which you can just also notice by the naked eye that this is a downtrend. And if not, you have also here those 2 lines, which I will also briefly explain. But let's quickly check out how much you could have been able to catch here if you entered here with the short position. Here we had within 1 day and 2 hours 120 pips profit potential. Here we had not a lot of luck. Here we had a false signal. Depending on your stop loss, you would be well stopped out here. There are people who trade with no stop losses, but well, it would be a big damage if you had used a higher lot sizing. And then let's see, up we had here also a good entry point where we were able to catch, well, actually a lot. It's a potential of, let's see, sorry, 347, around 400 pips potential pip gain. So yeah, you can see it's pretty good. It's a usable entry signal, and yeah, those two lines we have here, the fast and the slow EMA, which is nothing else than the 50 EMA and the 200 EMA, and they're quite usable. I, for instance, use it in my strategy because it helps me to quickly identify if we are in an uptrend or if we are in a downtrend. So it's actually a nice additional component to this indicator here, and you can also use it on the 15-minute chart. Here you can see a lot of entry points, which gives you a lot of opportunities to, you know, make a good trade. But there is a big but. There are also really bad signals where you can actually lose instead of winning money. So the negative or the disadvantage with this indicator is if you're just using this indicator without any other strategy components, you have like difficulties to tell when to exit it. So it could be that you say, okay, I want to only have like 10, 20 pips or a certain amount of percentage that you want to gain when you are entering a trade. And yeah, actually it is a quite powerful tool that you can use for your strategies, but then again you have to adjust your whole strategy according to this cluster algo. And then we have also the cluster algo 2. It is more or less the same as the cluster algo 1, but just it's differently, it looks differently, and you use it also a little bit differently. It is more or less similar with like the stochastic. It just moves a little bit differently than this stochastic. Sorry, and it shows you like the heating points or the point of entry area. Like here, for instance, it shows us that we should look for a sell, but well, it's not a really good selling point here. So let's check it out. Obviously, you have to back test it quite more, not like me here. It's not really reliable to just say, hey, it doesn't work. But on the higher time frame, it's actually more reliable when you see it here, for instance. So you have actually to use it as a secondary tool. Primarily, you should use it, I don't know, like let's say you are using the market structure, you know, when you're analyzing where could be the resistance points, where is the liquidity or whatever, and you say, this might be a resistance level, it was tested 1, 2, 3 times or even 4 times, and you say, okay, that's an important resistance level. I can see here a confirmation that you should sell. For instance, here you wouldn't take it because you are looking on the market structure, and you see, this is a good entry point, and then you go here somewhere with the sell position. You have a drawback of 52 pips, but then you have here like potential gain of 83 pips, which is also quite good. So yeah, it's actually a very good tool. I can really recommend it to you to back test it. Consider it to integrate it in your day trading or swing trading strategies. Maybe even for position trading if you're trading on a daily basis. Here we are now on the daily chart, and yeah, actually we're just looking on the cluster points. You can actually see there are quite interesting entry points that you get as a signal here. Yeah, obviously you have also moments where you don't have good signals, but there is no indicator that can just work as a, simple indicator for entry and exit points that unfortunately does not exist. This let's say holy grail as an indicator. In my experience, it's just the best to when you combine it with another strategy component, like for instance with the price action or the market structure. I mean, there are people who are just using market structure, but when you use market structure together with this cluster algorithm as an indicator for entry points, then you are already very well equipped. And then you can actually make some money on the markets. And yeah, so I hope this was an interesting introduction for you. A small introduction how to use this clustering algorithm. It's a very powerful tool. If I'm not mistaken, it's actually originally developed by what was his name? I think it was Samuel Leach. I hope it is the right name. It would be really stupid of me if I would say the wrong name of the developer of this tool. But you can see just by analyzing it, you have really good entry points, and you can work just with one of those two or with both indicator to manage or to plan better your entry points. I mean, it's really powerful, and you can make a lot of pips. And yeah, if you have questions, please feel free to write it down on the commentary section. If you like this video, I will be really happy if you could give me a like. It helps me a lot with the YouTube algorithm so that people can find me better. And if you have any feedbacks or if you wish to that I analyze for you something else, like I don't know, another forex tool or other forex instrument for you, so that you have more and better insights, just write it down there in the commentary. I will make sure that I read all the commentary. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and I hope I see you in the next video, and have a good one.